In 1939, a unit of 108 soldiers led by the daredevil Liu Shangji captures the fortified stronghold of Sandadian in Shandong province. More than half the men are killed in the brutal battle, but that's only the beginning. The survivors must now hold the position until they hear the signal to retreat. Meanwhile, for the Japanese commander Yokomoto Yasuji, regaining control of Sandadian becomes a matter of life and death. If he fails to retake the stronghold by nightfall, he is expected to commit suicide. Chinese producer and director Zhao Rui-Yong specializes in low-budget online films and often takes on projects likely to receive government backing due to their social or patriotic significance. Blood-Forged Breakout is one such film. Its release was timed to coincide with the 81st anniversary of victory in World War II, elevating it from the realm of routine, low-budget action fare into the category of patriotic war dramas, and, accordingly, securing certain privileges and support from Chinese authorities. In reviews and promotional materials, Blood-Forged Breakout has been compared to Feng Xiaogong's 2007 mainland war drama Assembly, which was built around a similar premise. In that film, a group of soldiers must hold their position until they hear the retreat signal, and at one point, conflict erupts among them when someone claims to have heard it. A similar scene appears in Blood-Forged Breakout, but comparing the two films feels awkward. Where Feng Xiaogong sought to dissect the emotions of men condemned to die by an order they were bound to follow, Zhao Rui-Yong and his co-director Zhang offer only mechanical repetition of familiar plot beats and endless gunfire. The filmmakers behind Blood-Forged Breakout seem less interested in reflecting on the nature of the story they're telling, and more focused on tossing every well-worn war action cliché into the furnace. Sniper duels, heroic last stands, soldiers charging into suicidal assaults, and fueling the engine with recognizable genre tropes. The film runs over an hour and a half, but given the approach taken by its creators, it could just as easily have been an hour or two. The plot is schematic and negligible. The movie is essentially a chain of scenes in which key characters perform acts of heroism and then die. The final runtime depends largely on how many such characters there are, and in this case there are quite a few, especially since they're introduced with minimal dramatic buildup, defined by only a couple of superficial traits that ultimately don't matter. The repetitive pattern begins to wear thin. At a certain point, you find yourself subconsciously counting how many more characters are left to be killed before the movie finally ends. That said, Blood-Forged Breakout looks noticeably more expensive than Zhao Rui-Yong's typical output. His films usually open with one costly action sequence, then retreat into dialogue. Heavy stretches before switching back to action near the finale. Here, however, there's a substantial amount of combat throughout. It's fairly monotonous, partly due to the limited number of locations, but undemanding fans of war action films are unlikely to feel cheated. No, there are no revelations here, but the movie delivers exactly what it promises. Is there war? Yes. Gunfire and explosions? Yes. Heroic sacrifices? Yes. That's it. Everything in order, just like in the army.